Exactly.
Yeah. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Side Jag. It's just what it is. It's the name says it all. Staying on point, whatever. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing good, man. But
Yeah.
allergies are freaking killing me.
Oh
I don't know
yeah.
what's going on, man.
Yeah. No, I have this cough that I just, it just won't go away.
Is it? I get a cough sometimes, like when my nose runs and it like drains down. Is that
Yeah.
one of those? Oh,
Yeah.
worst.
Yeah. But it's like even when my nose isn't, it's still like at nighttime, and then it's just like, oh,
Still,
like I'll be doing talk, and it's like everyone's like, oh my
right.
god, it's like, no, it's
And
just
it's
like
been.
dry.
It
Ugh.
was bad enough before COVID, but
Yeah.
after COVID, it's like if you cough, they're like, "Yo, COVID guy, get out of here!" Like, dude, it's like allergies, man. I swear to you, it's allergies.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You're terrible. You're terrible. You are gonna die. You're gonna kill us all. Well, it's funny too because at SEMA, we were trapped in those cars
Yeah.
and we were fine. Like it just, but I know there was another manufacturer where one of the guys got sick, and everybody that I know went into that car also got sick.
That's it.
And I was like, oh damn.
I used to listen to a lot of tech podcasts and stuff like that, and they would call it the CES flu.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
The CES
even
flu is the thing. Yeah.
back from whenever, just being
Yep.
around so many people at a convention, you're probably gonna get sick.
Yeah, no, Baba, you're right for sure. It's just like, you'd get sick in 2 weeks,
Yeah,
you'd be fine. And now it's like you get sick, and whatever it is, it's
right,
just like the shit's just like, I don't think the party's over yet. I'm gonna hang out.
right.
I'm gonna be here. I just, what are you doing? I mean, we
'Cause
bonded. We had 2 weeks together.
I felt bad for one day when we did a show while I had COVID,
Oh yeah.
and
I'll
like
be up
Cassie,
with you.
it took her out, and
Yeah.
she's tough when it comes to getting sick. Like if I get a fever, I'm done. I'm back to a toddler. I'm not doing nothing. Exactly. If I get a fever, I'm laying in bed and I'm not doing nothing. Anything outside of a fever, I'm fine. I'll work through it. But if I get a fever, I'm absolutely done. I revert back. Cassie, she'll be up vacuuming and beating the curtains, with a fever. Not me though. No.
I'm like her. I don't it's just it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Unless I mean there's a handful of times maybe in my life that it was like down for the count kind of shit.
Yeah.
But my first time on Side Jake, hope I don't fall asleep and manage to stay awake. I will do my best. We'll do our best.
We will do our best.
Speak okay, so um going on a cruise, leaving tomorrow, super excited. And so it's a Disney Christmas cruise. We did summertime. We did a big Alaskan. Whoa, fuck! This is just like a 2.5 day or
Right.
3 day, whatever. Real simple. But it's Christmas, and that's why we're going, because it's all the Mickey characters dress up, and Haley and Sue both love that shit. So, but I learned something on these cruises that I didn't know about. And you've been on regular cruise ships, so you might know more of this than I. But on a regular cruise, do they decorate the doors?
Yeah, that was the thing I didn't know. But
Okay.
you've met Cassie, you can kind of see her personality.
Hmm.
She's a preparer, so she's on the forums. She The way I would be looking at car audio stuff, that's how she was doing for the cruise. She's like, "Oh, we got to do this. We're getting magnetic hooks. We're so yes, we did have something on our door. I can't even remember what it was.
Okay.
Probably not as
So
cool as what you're fixing to show.
no. Okay. So naturally, I knew this was a thing because like Haley and Sue have been on these cruises before, and so they're like, yeah, we got to, and they'll go off to Etsy, and someone will send them something in the mail that's they're like, some Disney thing that sticks on the door and it's magnets, and so they did that for us, and I'm like, these are cheap, bro. Like the magnets are shit.
Mhm.
It's like that business card crappy stuff. I'm like, that's dumb. I'm like, I got real we got real shit. I got a bitchin' set of tools, bro. Um,
I paid a lot of money. Let me use it. Let me
Yeah,
use it.
yeah, yeah, exactly. And so, I went around the ship one day, like went everywhere, walked all fucking everywhere in the ship, and just was like looking at doors. and take a picture of doors. I had that kind of time. It was a first. So I took a bunch, and I'm like, dude, I want to make a boat, like, and in lights and all this other shit. And she's like, you're nuts. And I was like, no, I think it'd be cool. And I know I could do it. And she's like, okay. And so then she goes, well, we can't do it for this cruise because it's a Christmas cruise. And she goes, why don't you make this? And I go, and she's like, you can't make that. And I go, fuck. I go, piece of cake. So, and of course I made it better. So this is what I made. It's got lights on it.
Backlit, professional.
Backlit. And it's got, these are Mobile Solutions magnets. So it's
thicker. Yeah, that's
dude,
nice.
Let me tell you what, when you put this on metal, it goes boom. It sticks. Yeah. So kicker battery pack, custom kicker battery pack. Yep.
Yeah.
And so, and then it's like, this is made out of 1/2 inch blown PVC. And then there's another 1/4 inch. Like, we drew this on the laser so that we could router it out. And then this is epoxied together. And then, this is cut or green acrylic. And then it's cut and painted. And then each one of these are different thicknesses so that it looks different. And, the star is, yeah. So, and then Haley made this on the Cricut.
The collab.
Yeah, even the bottom is wood. Like,
That's
right?
cool.
Yeah. So silly. So this is going to stick on our door, and we've tested it, and the battery lasts pretty much all day long. So that's going to be my door. So if you're on the Disney cruise this weekend and you see it, that's where Dean and Dean's staying.
There you go. Start selling on Etsy.
No. This was
dude, the same idea right here.
The amount of money this thing costs is stupid. Yeah. No. Yeah, it was it's and she's like, what if it gets stolen? I mean, what if it gets really? I mean,
there you go. Just take the what's the one called? The
Kolar.
Yeah.
I have the head Kolar. I could just take that. No, but and then we have a tree, so like you can have a tree in your room. But it can't plug into the wall. It has to be battery operated, which is fine because like those I don't know if you've ever seen or ever tried those, but those battery operated lights that you can buy, dude, those things last forever.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I have those right there. They finally broke, but the batteries, original batteries that I used them when I used to power the Christmas lights, years. I never tried them.
Wow. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So anyways, that's going to be stuck on our door along with custom stockings that are all themed. So mine's like Boba Fett themed, and Haley's is Tinkerbell, and Sue's Tigger.
Did you at least order the stockings, or did you just pick them up?
No. She accepted the challenge.
Oh, really?
So she drew them on her iPad, and whatever that drawing app is that you use on your iPad. Yeah. Because why not? I paid for it, so you might as well. And then we had to laminate them. So apparently, Smash Force Productions now has a laminator. So yeah, okay. I was like, all right.
So where are you putting the pineapple?
What pineapple?
The upside down one. They probably don't do that on Disney cruises.
That. Yeah, no. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, no, they don't do that on Disney cruises. Yeah, the swingers thing.
Yeah.
No, there's none of that. Thank God.
Yeah.
No. The girls are gonna have a blast. I mean, Haley's so excited to see the characters dressed in their Santa outfits or whatever the hell they do, and it's like, sounds good. Whatever, I don't care. But
yeah, see, if that's a Carnival cruise, like a 2 or 3 day cruise, it'd be a booze cruise.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm hoping. To me, it'll be a perfect cruise if I go there and they have the virgin pina coladas that I love. At least one night.
They'll have them. Why wouldn't they?
It's a hit or miss. I know, but yeah, because they call them something kiddie. They don't call them pina coladas because that's like, you're gonna.
Right.
Yeah, so they have some silly fucking name for them, but it's like all the same stuff, and you're going, so that's a kid's pina colada. Can I get that? Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like,
Well, so what food are you looking forward to on the cruise?
None,
You
none.
didn't like anything on there?
No, they suck.
Really?
They have a buffet for breakfast and lunch,
Yeah.
and that is solid. Like that's on point. But like the dinner meals, fucking suck. I'm
Yeah,
not the
that's
bougie
crazy.
guy. I'm not a foodie.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
so a lot of people I've talked to also didn't like the main, entrees in the main dining hall and like the buffet, and when I went, I was the opposite. I didn't like the buffet, and I preferred the main dining hall. So,
So everyone, but okay. So don't get me wrong. Everyone else is excited about the food. So I'm the wrong guy. Okay,
right.
because I'm a simple person. I don't eat steak. I eat chicken. I don't like mushrooms. You know, it's all in all. These are all things that they do really well, but I don't.
Do they do like the first time I had baked Alaska was on
Yeah,
the cruise.
and me too.
What'd you think?
Did nothing for me.
Dude, yeah, it didn't live up to the hype. It sounds so good
No.
though, right? Like when you're hearing about it, like it's ice cream baked inside of like a what kind, like a pastry shell, I guess
Yeah,
it is.
I was. It did nothing for me. I was like,
Dude, I yeah. I kind of thought this like I ate it, but it was not
hmm.
I had high hopes for it because
I
I've
was like,
heard it
can
and
I
I
just go
never had
get
the opportunity.
the ice cream machine downstairs? Just
Yeah.
go
Well, I mean,
pick up
that's
one of
always
these.
helpful. That's always helpful. Frozen yogurt, froyo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it sucks. It basically sucks. Everyone else is overjoyed. Now, don't get me wrong. Like I know from the last experience, like at the table, everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is," you know, and you're just sitting there going, "I know what they're having. It's I don't know. I'm missing something. I didn't get that part of my brain. Whereas it's like a plate of crinkle French fries. Oh my god, yes, score. You know, you
Yeah.
know, fresh eggs. Ah, yeah.
Dude, well, they had a pretty dope salad bar in the one I went.
Dude, let me tell you what, the buffet, whatever it is that they do,
Yeah,
it is fucking awesome. Like some of the stuff they had,
yeah,
it was like, oh, this is badass. Like, dude, they had Indian food one day, and I was just like, oh my god, this is the best. Can we get this shit for dinner? Like,
yeah.
what do I gotta do to get this? Can I come down here? Like, can you open this up? Uh,
Dude,
but
that's
the
kind
experience in the big dining rooms is cool. Like, it's fun, but not for me. I just I can't get excited about it. And it's like it's always like, yeah, ooh, I like that. I like mushroom. Oh man, seriously? And even if you say no mushroom, it doesn't matter. It's just
got the essence of mushroom in it.
it does. It
Yeah.
does. And it sucks. And you're just like, "Mm,
I think so they had like guys burgers on there, which were just a good solid burger. I thought they were pretty good. The seafood place was crazy good. That wasn't one that was included. So I only ate there once, had the lobster roll, very, very good. The sushi place was not included. I didn't eat there. I wanted to, but I didn't. Um, they had a place called Blue Iguana, Mexican place,
mm."
really solid. And the pro tip for that was they did breakfast there.
Oh,
Dude, they had the fire breakfast, and nobody went there for breakfast.
nice.
So those were kind of my spots. And then the main dining hall. They have something new every night.
Yeah.
I wanted to it's like I'll try it, and if I don't like it, I won't eat it, and then I'll go get at one of these other places. So
Yeah. So with the Disney cruise, there's 3 restaurants. And so breakfast and lunch are breakfast is here, lunch is either there or out in the deck, and then dinner is you go to your assigned restaurant,
right,
And so one night you eat here, one night you eat there, one night you eat there. And then that's it. So um if the food is good, yay. If the food sucks, eh. And there again, you can order as much as you want. If you want 2 entrees, you can get 2 entrees. If you want,
yeah,
if you just want, but the thing is I'll be like, okay, I just want this, and they'll be like, well, you can't have that. I'm like, what do you mean I can't have that? That's all I want. Well, yeah, but you need all this other. I don't want any of that crap. Let me just bring it. Let me just bring you this, and it's like, No, and it's like, well, do you want like chicken nuggets or chicken tenders and French fries? And I'm like, I do, but I don't want you to sit here and do the goddamn every time they do that. Let's put a big ketchup Mickey Mouse on the plate. And I'm like, I don't want that much ketchup anywhere around me.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, I get it. The kids are cool. I'm an adult. I just don't like your food.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think we had a better main dining experience just because we had. I'm sure you guys probably had the same waiter every night.
yeah, oh yeah,
So, but we had a really good one,
hmm
and
oh yeah,
after he had ordered a dessert, and he could tell she didn't really like it.
yep.
He's like, "Not liking the dessert," and she was, she's not gonna say that. He's like, "Okay, what else you want? I'll bring you whatever you want. You want two
Yeah,
desserts? You want this? You want that?
yeah, yeah.
We'll try everything." And that
Yeah.
was like that just made her weak right there. Like, yes, I don't like this dessert. I want to try the other one.
Yeah.
And
No, and
so,
that's the thing. I mean, they don't care. Just
right,
order
yeah,
whatever the fuck you want, man.
exactly. Yeah.
But to me, I look at it and go, it's all disgusting. Like it's all gross.
Well, you know what got me was so I love shrimp, but up until we took the cruise, I'd never tried shrimp cocktail because to me, cold shrimp sounded bad, right?
Okay.
I'm like, okay, I've had fried shrimp, I've had grilled shrimp, love all this stuff. Um, had fried shrimp, just every way you can cook shrimp except for cold. I was like, I'm gonna try shrimp cocktail because they have it here. It's on the menu every night. Went ahead and tried it. Turns out I like cold shrimp. So
Yeah.
I like shrimp anyway. Any
Yeah.
way that it can be had, I like shrimp.
So that's the place in Indiana, St. Elmo's. So if you're ever in downtown Indy, you go to St. Elmo's Steakhouse and you get the shrimp cocktail because they make their own cocktail sauce, and their cocktail sauce will make you weep because it is so. It's almost like eating cocktail wasabi.
Yeah.
And it is like, so we went with Lucas Lighting, because Steve, the guy that owns the place, Steve's good, is a friend of ours, loves us. Come to dinner with us. Okay, fine. We're going to St. Elmo's. Fuck yeah, I've been dying to go there. And they give you the giant shrimp. There's like 4 giant shrimp, and then this cocktail sauce that is just like, oh, this is so good. And I lick the bowl on this stuff because, for one, I love wasabi, and anything that'll do that to me, I just, and everyone else is like, dip. Oh yeah, this is good. I'm like, you're not gonna eat that?
Dude, I'm a maniac when it comes to chips and salsa
Yeah,
because
so I would
I
tip the
literally eat
salsa
the
in.
salsa. Like I'm there for the salsa
Yeah.
more than the chips.
Yeah, you got like just enough little crumb piece sticking off your finger and
Right.
seeing how much
And I
salsa
will
you can
I
balance
will
on it.
finish the bowl of salsa. Like I
Yeah.
need my own bowl.
Yeah.
So
No, I get it. I understand. But
yeah.
that's exactly how I was with this cocktail sauce. Um, okay.
Hmm. What
I'm
what
not
is
a
it?
big shrimp
Tell me
guy.
in the comments. I don't know. I don't know what that is. I mean, I'm sure I would.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
A Boss Phantom 15. Jesus.
Okay. Why not? All
Sure.
right, so cruise, food, we've covered it. We're 18 minutes in. We haven't talked about movies. I feel bad because last week we were just like hitting it off, doing movie,
Right.
movie, movie. It was wonderful. Um, what did you guys end up going seeing? You talked about going to see Christopher Nolan's latest shit heap.
Yeah.
Changed your minds apparently. So what did you guys go see?
So they hit me up and told me on Saturday, hey, they're replaying Jim Carrey's The Grinch at the movie theater. Would you like to go see that? And I was like, yeah, dude, I love that movie. Of course I want to go see that.
Yeah.
So so our movie is cheap compared to the rest of the country. So it's like $9 to get in the movie typically, right?
Okay.
Special viewing, $15 to watch a 20-year-old movie. But whatever, fine. It's
Yeah.
still
Yeah. I get it.
person. But so we go watch The Grinch again, and it started like at 1, and it's already 1 as we're driving down there. Cassie's like, "Well, we're gonna miss the beginning." And I said, "If you'd like me to tell you what happens in the first 10 minutes of The Grinch, word for word, I can do that for you right now."
Although for $15, start the movie over.
Right? Exactly.
I'm just saying.
But there are some spots that I don't know. I guess I haven't watched that movie since or critically since we've been reviewing movies.
Right.
But the part where the Grinch lands at their door and it's clearly a swinger party. They're throwing the keys in the
Yes.
fishbowl.
Yes.
Totally forgot about that. Totally forgot about that.
Yes.
That was funny. I also like the part where he just does his best Ron Howard impression when they're in his cave and he's trying to get dressed and he puts on the Navy hat
Oh, right, right.
and
Here's what I
starts
want
doing
you
the
to think.
director. It's like,
Picture this.
yeah, he's doing the Ron Howard, which had to be hilarious on set because you think about it, Howard's
Oh,
director.
yeah.
Jim Carrey's doing his best, impression of him. So that movie's great, man. That movie holds up better than maybe any movie I've ever seen.
Well, I mean, there again, it's an easily time. I mean, dude, you can still watch the cartoon.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's that's the joy of these holiday movies is that they're always timeless. You know, the thing that gets me on like with Elf is the topic sucks. The movie's great, but the
Yeah.
topic of like, oh, people don't believe in Santa Claus anymore. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like,
It's
have you not walked around? Like, everyone
right.
fucking believes in Santa. I mean,
Well, and I love Elf, but I think the Grinch holds up better than Elf for sure.
oh, for sure. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'll take the Grinch. I'll
Right.
take the Grinch. I like there again, both in our time, probably the two best
Yeah.
Christmas movies to come out. I still like A Christmas Story.
Yeah, of course. I
That
mean,
was a long time ago. These are
right.
two newer movies, and I don't think there's been a Christmas movie since them that because like Home Alone
I
doesn't work.
love Home Alone, but it's different and it doesn't hold up as well for sure. Like I haven't even
Yeah.
rewatched it recently, but I just know it doesn't hold up as well as
Right.
that.
And there again, Lampoon's Christmas Vacation was long before those two.
Right.
So, those are probably four of the most solid Christmas movies, that like you feel like you just have to watch each one of those every year.
Right.
Um, but I don't know of any like it's almost like they're making these Christmas movies now to where no one's gonna want to watch them ever.
Or like the Christmas Chronicles was good, but I'm not gonna rewatch it.
I haven't watched it.
When it was new, I was like, "Oh, cool, new Christmas movie. Let's just give it a chance."
Yeah.
Gave it a chance. It was actually great. That's good. It has Kurt Russell in it,
Yep.
and
Oh, I know what it is. Yeah.
yeah, it's great, but it's not a classic. Like I'm not gonna watch it again and again.
Right.
Like you said, I have to watch Grinch is marked off the list. We already seen that. A Christmas Story. I mean, I have to watch A Christmas
Yeah,
Story
of course.
before Christmas ends. And Home Alone, hit or miss. National Lampoons, I'll probably catch that one for sure at some point.
I'll probably catch it at 2 or 3 different times.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. So then you got Tom Hanks with the bell and the train,
Oh, Polar
Polar
Express.
Express.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then you have Tim Allen's Santa Claus.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Santa Claus.
I think the thing that's killed the Santa Claus is that there's
Too many.
4 of them and now a TV series.
Right. Right.
So
Yeah,
like,
I think they kind of just played it out too much, but
yeah.
like the Santa Claus is great. That's a great Christmas movie.
Even part 2 was okay.
Right.
And it just went sideways.
They just drag it on too much. That's the only problem with it is you had a small story to tell in the first one. Now
Yeah.
you're expanding the universe and it's like, okay. I mean,
Let it go.
yeah, just let it go.
Let it go.
Exactly.
I did watch Frozen this week too.
Frozen, okay. I watched
So
it one time.
we had to babysit, and for some reason they wanted to watch Frozen 1 and 2. And I've seen parts of both, but I've never actually sat through them. So every time I watch it, it's kind of like, which one are we watching?
No.
Oh yeah, I don't remember that.
Wait, there's a number 2?
Oh yeah.
I did not know that. The
Yep.
first one I thought was good. I thought it was
Yeah.
a good cartoon, but
Olaf is definitely the only reason to watch that.
yeah.
And that stupid reindeer. Reindeer's funny as shit. But
I don't know if that one's on my list. I don't even know if it's in the top 10.
Yeah, I don't either. I've seen it, but most of these Christmas movies are for 10-year-old kids. Yeah, and
Yeah, I'm still a 10-year-old kid in my heart.
so is Star Wars, but guess what?
Yep.
So is Harry
Rudolph.
Potter, Spider-Man.
I'll
I
watch
mean,
this one as it comes on over the air, the claymation stuff. It's not
yeah,
great,
I
but
don't.
I just enjoy it. It's,
I like Charlie Brown's Christmas. I can watch that. I can
yeah,
watch The Grinch, Rudolph, uh, um, with the whole Dennis thing. It's kind of weird.
yeah.
Christmas Without Santa Claus, Mister Heat Miser, Cold Miser, whatever the hell those guys are.
I'm just a coal miner.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jack Frost. All these are like they're great when I was a kid, but they didn't really offer much. Yeah, no, it's not.
I'm gonna hate watch it. I said I was gonna do it last year. I might do it this year. It's on YouTube. I might watch
Yeah,
it just to
it's
punish
terrible.
myself.
Um, the what was it? Oh God, I forgot the one with Bill Murray. Scrooge.
Scrooge. Very good
There
one.
again, that's an every other year watch. I feel.
Right.
I can't watch that every year. I don't need to. Um, but anyways, but what I was gonna say is like those claymation ones or whatever the hell they are, they don't really offer much in the way of like adult. Like a
Right.
modern cartoon has, which I think is hard to make. You have the cartoon for kids, and then you have this whole nother thing that's happening that the adults that know get.
Right.
And it's like, oh wow, like that's really cool. Um and in Frozen, they like shit, man. Frozen 2 is even more intense. Like, holy crap. I was like, damn, they got a lot of like stuff going on here that like is just blowing past these kids. It's
Yeah.
like, wow.
Well,
Okay.
that's like Miracle on 34th Street, which was my mom's when she was alive, her favorite Christmas movie.
Okay.
And we would have to watch it every single year.
Hmm.
And I watched it every single year, and I felt like when I was a kid, I knew the story. But as I was like 15, 16, I start paying attention to like what's going on that.
Right.
Like this movie is depressing as hell.
Yes.
Only all the way from the beginning till 95% of the way through the movie is depressing as hell. Then
Yeah.
boom, a little happy ending.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, this is
Right.
not an uplifting Christmas movie, that's for sure. Till the end. The end is, but
Jester, yes, I was old enough to watch the Star Wars thing when it premiered. Yeah. No, and you're right. You're right. That's the thing. But we're also human, and we love to recapture our youth.
right.
So, watching like A Christmas Story was not made for 10-year-olds.
No, definitely not.
Chevy Chase's National Lampoon's Christmas was not made for 10-year-olds. Now, Elf was made for 10-year-olds, but also has an adult track to go with it because it was a family movie in that both adults and kids could go and get something out of it. And as you get older, like I know this because of Haley and her watching it, she's like, oh shit, I never, different parts of the movie become more funny than the parts that she used to laugh at
Right.
because now she gets the joke. And then once you've gotten the joke, then yeah, the movie is like, but if they never offered that, then like Charlie Brown is one of those weird things that like even back then he understood that he has to tell two stories. He has to tell the kids' story, and he has to tell something that the adults are going to sit there while the kids are watching. And I'll be like, oh, for the love of God, will this go off the air?
Yeah.
Because they're the ones deciding what the kids get to watch.
Yeah,
So,
there's the main plot and then there's the subplot, which
right.
sometimes is the adult plot. Like, oh, speaking of which, I seen on Instagram someone posted a meme, and it's a Tom and Jerry meme, right? So it's Tom drilling a hole in the wall with a
Yeah.
hand crank drill, and this happened in the cartoon. Like nobody made this meme. It's like you want glory, I'll give you glory,
Oh,
and it's like oh my god, and it's one of those things like thanks you ruined my childhood.
yeah.
That's the name of the Instagram account posting it. And I was like, dude, that's absurd. I can't
Yeah.
believe they did that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's funny as well, but
Yeah, and it's funny. Recapturing youth means playing with Evil Knievel cycle while wearing. And I had those. I had the motorcycle. You crank it up, you hit the button, and he takes off, and he does all kinds of bouncy thing. I had the car that once it would hit something, and the whole car would explode.
I had the corduroys. You can't run in them, man.
Well, you can, but you might catch on fire. So, how was the movie going experience? I mean, was it worth the $30 and getting 5 minutes late to go see it in giant screen?
Oh yeah. I will say that the giant screen didn't enhance it, but I to me, going to the movies focuses me on the movie.
Right.
There's no way I'm not one of the people that's gonna pull their phones out.
Correct.
So my phone is in my pocket the whole time while I'm watching it. If I do it at home in a
Yes.
movie that I've seen many times, there's probably a 95% chance I'm gonna pull my phone out
At some point.
and I'm gonna multitask and something like that.
I mean, and that's a good point because I mean, I haven't been to the movies in a really long time because, and yes, you're right. At some point during the movie, there's a lull,
Yeah.
and it's like, I wonder what the world is doing. And then it's like I have to tell myself, it doesn't matter. You're watching a movie. Put it down, bro.
There are a few shows and movies that I watched that I just give my undivided attention to. Ones I feel like deserve me to watch and pay attention to every part of it.
Right.
But that's getting fewer and far between now.
Oh, it is. It so
Yeah.
is because content sucks.
Yeah.
So, oh, that's cool. So everyone had a good time then.
Oh yeah, had a great
Go
time.
out for pizza afterwards.
No, what did we eat? No, it was in the middle of the afternoon. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we didn't eat anything. But the giant bucket of popcorn,
Oh,
Bailey and Matt put they give like little salt containers. They put 2 of them in there. And the popcorn to me is already too salty without anything in it.
correct.
Just the way I think
I never
obviously
put salt on my popcorn.
they obviously put some kind of salt in it when they're preparing it because I
Correct.
can taste salt. But they call it seasoning. I said, you're calling it seasoning, but it's only salt. You know that. It's not seasoning, it's only salt.
So it's funny you say that. I had a similar experience to that. I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but Haley and I always go for a walk Wednesday. It's Walk Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So we always go 3.5 miles on Wednesday. And because it's Christmas and cold-ish some days, like we'll go through subdivisions and look at lights, and it's fun because we walk through the subdivisions and we get really close to the lights and we all have a good time. She says to me the other day, she goes, "Hey, let's go to Circle K and get hot chocolate because it's exactly like that whole route is our course." And I said, "Perfect." So apparently Circle K has the best hot chocolate according to her, and she's better at this than I am, so I will agree. So I go and I get she gets a large or medium or whatever, and I get the same thing. It's a medium, and because monkey see, monkey do. And then I see her, she goes over to the creamer section because they have this flavored creamer section. And I go, "What are you doing?" She goes, "I'm putting creamer in it because it's flavored and it'll make the hot chocolate flavored." And I go, "Oh, that sounds neat." Because at one point, Dunkin' Donuts was doing that. You could get like a cookies and cream hot chocolate,
Right.
or you could get like a caramel hot chocolate. And I'm like, "Oh, it's probably the same thing." So I'm not being a coffee drinker, don't really understand the concept of creamer and how it affects the drink you're putting it in. So they have caramel flavored creamer. So I dump like 4 of them into my hot chocolate.
A medium.
Again, I'm a noob.
Yeah.
And so basically I had liquid caramel. And it was good for about the first, I don't know, 5 or 6 sips.
It was probably pretty wild when you got to the end of it.
I know. Oh, get to the end of it, dude. That was like 10 sips. I threw 90% of it into the bushes. Because I was like, well, this was bad.
Yeah.
So I just kind of dumped it out on our way and just.
But it is hot chocolate, right? Not milk.
Yeah. It's not milk. We covered the milk thing. Milk is disgusting.
Yeah, milk hot chocolate is not acceptable.
But the coffee, I mean, if I would have done just maybe 1 or possibly a half,
yeah,
probably would have been amazing. But I just,
so you went too hard.
I went way too hard. I went way too hard and totally ruined my hot chocolate. So lesson learned. Lesson learned. Next time, don't be an idiot.
Right.
Don't get greedy on the caramel. Just like don't put too much salt in your popcorn. Now I love butter. Like I'll go to the butter machine and I'll just be like, wait your turn.
Yeah,
Wait your turn.
exactly. Yeah, we're getting some butter, but
Oh yeah.
the salt is it doesn't take much. Yeah, full. I mean, the salt's full send too. Like they're full sending it on the salt.
Yeah.
Which
That's
also reminded me of the story. My mother-in-law, is down here
yeah.
until January. So we go to eat Chinese food in the mall, and she's got a small portion of rice or noodles, one of each, I think. And she proceeds to open 6 packs of soy sauce. And that's only because that's all she had. She would have added more.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there watching. I was like, my God. I understand one pack, maybe two. You're getting wild. But soy sauce is salty. Like, she's like, yeah,
Yeah.
I love it like this. Like, oh my God.
The only thing I put soy sauce on is like I make when I'm getting sushi, I'll
Yeah.
make my wasabi soy sauce mud, as I like to call it.
Mhm.
But I use sodium free soy sauce. I use the green
Yeah.
because I don't like I don't like the salt. I don't like salty. So disgusting.
Yeah. I
Because yeah,
like soy sauce, but I want like one pack in my rice, to mix it up really good.
yeah, I can't even do that. I think it's
Yeah.
way too much. I don't. Yeah, it's like oh, gross. Oh. You guys put way too much soy in this. What the fuck?
Yeah, and it's almost. I think they put fish sauce in it too, because it's kind of. I don't know something.
You
Maybe
lost.
there's
I hate
another
that.
pack too that I grab and put in there sometimes, but
Dude, that stuff smells like foot.
yeah.
Like, no, that's gross. So yeah. No, I'm good. So then another funny thing. So this yesterday, Haley and I went for our walk. We actually did 2 walks this week because her soccer got canceled. So instead of running Tuesday nights, I was like, hey, do you just want to go for a walk with instead? And she's like, yeah, sure. Because we wanted to look at Christmas lights. But last night we went for a walk. And keep in mind when I'm walking, like we wear headlights. I had on a Sharpie green hoodie.
Yeah.
So like I'm dressed to be seen. This guy almost ran me over.
Dude,
He
I almost
parked.
ran over a walker because he had no lights at all.
Yeah. Well, no. Well, they're stupid. There's plenty of
Yeah,
stupid
like,
walkers.
Jesus
But I'm
Christ.
not that guy. I mean, literally, we both have lights on. We're both on the sidewalk. But this guy stops, and there's cars coming, so I went to go in front of him, and he just decides to pull out, and I'm like banging on his hood, like, dude, are you fucking serious, bro? Like you're literally running. I'm like backing up as fast as I can as I'm smacking his hood, hopefully getting his attention, and then he just kind of stops, and then he rolls down his window, and he's like, it's like this 7-year-old dude. He's like, sorry, and I'm like, right.
Yeah.
And Haley's like, what did you say to him? I was like, nothing. What am I going to say to him? You're a fucking idiot. He knows he's an idiot.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
come around the corner. There's a corner turning into our street, and the dude's just right there. And I'm not going fast. I'm going like 5, 10 miles
right.
an
He's wearing
hour.
all black.
Yeah, and he has no light on him whatsoever. I think his watch lit up is where I really seen him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, let's stop. I wasn't gonna
Yeah.
hit him anyways. It just scared me because he was on the right side.
Yeah,
he was on the right side. He should have been walking on. So I would have had to swing all the way to that lane to hit him, but it scared me.
Well, it's funny too because like we see people walking, like we'll be walking, and
Yeah.
there again, I have a front light on, I have a back light on, day glow outfits, so you can see us. At least you see something. And we'll be walking, and there'll be somebody on the sidewalk across from us, and Haley be like, "Is there somebody walking over there?" Yeah, and you're like, "Sure enough, there's somebody walking a dog, and it's like they're all in black, and you're just like, or dark blue, and you're like, are you dumb?"
Yeah. Gotta have some reflector vest, some kind of light neck light or headlamp or something.
Yeah, just stupid people.
Yeah.
But
I would say most people have something, but well, see, we always knew something was wrong with Jester. He
Yeah.
confirmed that he likes milk, hot chocolate.
Yeah.
So
It's okay, man.
yeah,
It's okay. Yeah, the strips are good.
yeah.
Like I said, mine blinks. I got reflectors and shit. I don't want to get hit by a car. It hurts. But apparently that night, the guy was just, and I know what he did. He was just staring at the incoming traffic and never bothered to do this.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you dumbass.
Oh,
But
did I tell you what Cassie did with her car? So the car, the Hyundai, which she had before, didn't
Yeah.
have a backup camera because it's a
Yep.
2013 model.
Yep.
She always parks in the garage.
Uh-huh.
So well, I can't remember what happened. I typically would park on the grass when the kids are here because that way she'd get in and out. Whatever reason, I couldn't park on the grass. I had to park in the driveway behind where she would pull out. She gets in the car. Boom, boom. Why'd you park your truck there? Why didn't you look when you backed out?
I mean, you had to open the garage.
Right. She pushed the garage door opener and just started backing out, back straight into the truck. Like, dude, this is not my fault. Like, I'll do a lot of dumb things, but this case is not my fault.
Yeah.
She's like, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Like, take a look. I'm glad, like, her new car has cameras everywhere. You can do 360 view.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
and
matter.
it will shut down. Oh, I didn't. Let me get in this side jag real quick. I'm backing in parallel parking in her car. I rarely drive her car. And dude, I'm parallel parking, and I like to get in there tight, when I'm parallel parking. I get too close to the curb, the car's like, nah, son, shuts it down, hits the brakes. Boom! It felt like I hit something. And I was like, Jesus. I'm looking around like, did I hit something? We're looking. No, everything's fine. No, the car did it. Car shut us down.
Wow. That's funny. So hold on. I forgot to plug my computer in and it's gonna die.
Oh no.
So I watched the movie as assigned. I watched the John Cena freelance movie.
Okay.
So it's called Freelance, and it's a new movie that just came out for John Cena. It's on Apple TV. You got to buy it or whatever. I don't care. It's like $24. Either way. Oh my gosh, dude, it was perfect, bro.
Really?
Oh god, I've come to decide that I like the new John Cena.
Yeah.
Like, I thought he was good in that silly thing he did for where he was the Captain America character type guy where he just walked around and killed people. He was funny as shit in that, and he was funny as shit in this. Thank you. Look at that.
Coming in with the save.
Coming in with the save. So the premise for the movie was he's in special forces and he gets hurt. So like he's living the dream. Like originally he was going to be a lawyer, and then he ups into the military, and then he gets his dream job, and then he's living the best life ever, and he gets hurt, and so he's got to go back into regular life. He becomes a lawyer, and he hates his life. He's got a wife, he's got a kid, loves his kid, his wife hates him, and Christian Slater plays one of his buddies from the service, and he runs like one of those intercontinental protection army privateering,
of course,
mercenary group. And he's like, hey, I need you to go off to this country, which happens to be the country that he got hurt in, because they shot down his helicopter. So he's like, I'm not going to that country. Screw those guys. There's a news reporter that's going into the country because it's a dictatorship, and she's going to do an interview to interview this dictator. And so anyways, craziness ensues from that point. He ends up doing it, and it's a comedy. It's an action comedy, and it's very cliche because you're like, oh, it's gonna be the same old crap, and then it was like, no, no, it wasn't. They flipped the script a bunch of times throughout it because it was just like the better way to go.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, well, that's pretty fun. Anyways, I laughed my ass off. I thought it was funny as shit. Not a great movie. Not a great movie, but totally enjoyed it.
I'll have to check it out once it's free for sure.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not a movie you buy at all, ever. Like, unless you're like me, that it's just stupid. And it's like, I really wanted to see this movie because it just looks so dumb, but also like I know I'm gonna like this.
Yeah.
you know. And
I mean, I thought he was pretty good in Fast 10. He was one of the bright spots in the movie.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
And that's the thing. I think he's got this. I think he can play this character, and as long as he stays in that, he's good.
He's like your superhero dad.
Yeah.
You know, he's ridiculous. He's a superhero.
Right.
But he got his jorts. He's got his New Balance, you know.
Yep. Oh yeah.
He's got the Corvette, carbon copy standing by his Corvette, you know.
Yep.
So he is definitely the dad superhero guy.
Oh yeah. And it's wonderful. That's the greatest part about it. It was just very good, and it was fun to watch. I mean, even that stupid one with Jackie Chan,
Right.
he was the only funny part in the movie. He's not. It's not the typical meathead. I mean, definitely not the typical meathead.
Right.
I don't think you can be the typical meathead anymore because you can't carry the starring role as a typical meathead. Because I mean, if you look at Sylvester Stallone and you look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, you can't make a movie work if they're just
those were the true meatheads of the day. Yeah.
Yeah, but were they? I mean, what made them? I mean, they were the stars. Like they got paid millions of dollars to kind of act.
Right.
Well,
but you can't pull off the same thing. You have to have some kind of angle. If you're going to play that, there's, the Expendables or whatever. There's got to be some angle to it. You just can't be
right.
I say that, but then every single Rock movie that comes out. So maybe
he's the same character in each one.
Maybe I'm wrong.
yeah, maybe. And there again, but these guys. But the thing is it's like, to me, you look at those characters and you go, all right, cool. So like, if you could play that character every 2 years, and maybe every other time you do something different, that'd be fun. But
they're not going for that.
No, I mean, I don't know. These guys are funny, but the movie was funny. I had a good time watching it.
Did you watch anything else, or was that it?
I watched the next episode of Monarch because I'm into that.
Right.
I've decided that the two main characters, the two young kids that are in it, are just the worst actors on the face of the earth. They're so bad. Like I ever since I watched Blue Beetle, I've been watching these younger people that are supposedly the future acting, and I'm like, these guys are terrible. Like I don't know if it's the directing. I don't know if that's just how kids act now. I don't know what it is, but they are legit the worst actors on the face of the earth. Their characters don't even stick in character. Like it makes no sense. It's like they're totally intolerable. It's like could we just like shut them up and I don't know.
Kill them already.
Yeah. Could you feed them to Godzilla? Fuck. Yeah, they're just bad, but whatever. So I watched that. I don't think I've watched anything else.
I haven't watched anything besides The Grinch.
Yeah.
I say that I haven't watched anything, but Cassie's been watching a show called Jenny and something about a mother-daughter relationship. It's not bad. It's just, a troubled mother trying to raise up a daughter that, just kind of going through the backstory. It's not terrible. I wouldn't ever pick to watch it, but it's on, so I kind of loosely follow the story, what's going on with it.
Yeah, so this weekend we put up the outside Christmas lights.
Oh, nice.
And that was no, it wasn't.
Do
It's,
you do you do the permanent mounts on those, or do you put the little slide-in ones every time?
so we have gutters. So we have, we have the gutter clips that just clip into the gutter.
Okay.
So yeah. So no, I don't have anything that's permanent mounted. I think that would be cool,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I kind of like taking him down.
Well, I mean, the permanent mount clips. So you take
Yeah.
the lights down, but
Yeah. Nah, screw that. Yeah, it was funny though this year. So we've had these lights that go around the house. We bought them from Kmart to give you an idea how old they are, but they're really nice lights and
right.
they do all kinds of dancing shit. And, um, we've probably put them up for 10 years now. And it's
Right.
like, I'm like, I got up in the morning. I was like, should I test the lights? I don't need to test lights. I never test the lights. They always just work. Should have tested the fucking lights, man.
Oh, no way.
Got them all up, plugged them in, didn't work. Like the
No way.
whites blinked and the colors didn't. And I was like, ah, fuck. So me, my mom, and Haley all went to go for lights. And of course, these lights dance. So it's like, we can't just put up normal lights. That's boring. So,
Right.
you go to Lowe's and Lowe's doesn't have shit. And we have an Ace Hardware. So I said, well, let's just go to Ace Hardware. They usually have some cool stuff. So we found these, flickering light. They call them sparkly lights. So they have a bunch of solid colors, and then they just have lights that randomly just twinkle.
Right.
All just randomly and I was like, oh, those are cool. And Haley liked them, which is key, right? She's got to like them. Otherwise, it's like
Why have we
this.
been doing this?
Yeah. So um, got new lights, and then 4 of our yard blow up things died. I was like, God damn, man.
It's all falling apart. It's all
It's all falling apart. One of them we lost the little power supply for, so that won't be here till tomorrow.
damn.
Yeah, it was like, God damn it. And then like she moved stuff around to compensate for the lack of blowups and like so it was like I needed different extension cords. So at 5 o'clock, they were going to get their toes done for the cruise, and I go, all right, well, I'm gonna go to Lowe's and get all these freaking extension cords so I can at least get done what we have.
Yeah.
And I found a pig. I found a blow up pig that was on sale, and I was like, "Oh, I'll get the pig." And then she found a cactus, and so she had bought one, so we had 3 of the 4, so it all worked out. And it's like, but man, like it was so hot. Oh my god, dude, it was
Really?
like 90 degrees on Sunday.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was
That's up there.
brutal.
Board shorts putting up Christmas lights. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it was brutal. I'm sweating. My like I was like, what the fuck? And today is cold as hell. Like right now, it's probably 50, 60 out, maybe 60 out right now, or 50. I don't know, high
I
50s.
bet it's probably that now. We're in our cold spell. So yeah. The highest we're gonna whoa, hey, we got in the 60s today. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
But typically, yeah, this time of year, like we're not seeing anything over 60.
Well, and that's the problem with us is that the temperature fluctuates so much. So,
Right.
like today, it got cold all of a sudden. Like this morning, I woke up and went to take our buddy to school, and I was like, holy shit, it's like 54. Okay, and then middle of the day, it's hot as balls. And then when I went to leave, I was like, crap, I left my jacket. I gotta go back and get my jacket. So
I'm sure Cassie's loving this talk as she lives up in Minnesota or wherever the hell they live by Canada. And it's probably -9 or some crap.
yeah, well, that's poor life choices.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's on her. I mean, yeah.
my hoodie worked just fine. It kept me nice and warm. you know, but oh yeah, dude, it was just so brutal. But we got the Christmas lights up, so everything worked out. And then it was funny because it rained for like 20 minutes. So I was like, all right, well, I got to leave these things on now because I want them to dry out. So
Right.
Sue goes to me. She's like, are these things just going to stay on the whole time? I'm like, no, why? She goes, well, I couldn't shut them off. I was hitting the button on the remote. And I go, what remote? Because we got a new thing out in the yard because the old one broke. She's like, the green remote that we have sitting on the counter. And I'm like, oh. I didn't bother to go, well, that was the old remote because it, it wasn't important. So I walked outside. She's standing there, and I walk outside, and there's a clear top on it with an on-off switch. And I open the top, and I hit off, and I close the top, and I walk back inside. He says, "Shut him off."
Got him for you.
Yeah, got him. She's like, "You're a dick."
She was born
today. There you go.
Hey, listen, Dean was born in Ohio.
I was born in Michigan. Yeah, we left.
You know, I was born in California. We left, so you can do it too, Cassie.
It's okay, man. If you like it there, please stay.
Yeah.
But know that you will have to pay the cold tax.
Yeah.
Hey, don't get me wrong. You live here long enough, it feels like it's 10 degrees outside when it's 50. So it's you know,
yeah.
We're just as miserable. The only thing is it just, you know, your stress and my stress are the same stress. It's just you're colder than I am, even though I feel the same way.
You might die if you had to sleep outside at night. Versus Dean would just be very uncomfortable.
Yes, it's true. And I would have to pee like every 5 minutes because my bladder would be like, "Oh, it's cold, gotta pee."
Right. So did I ever tell you the story of our Christmas tree?
No.
We have a fiber optic Christmas tree that we bought probably in like 2005-ish.
Nice. Yeah, those are hard to find now.
Right. And we use it every year. Every year it's a question whether it's going to work. It takes a little bit. You kind of have to do the fawns on it, give it a kickstart. Once you get it up and going for the season, it's going.
Yeah.
She's good. You put in, if you want the colored lights, the different types, we have different little slides you can put on there.
Oh, very cool.
So anyways, we've had this thing for nearly 20 years now. No, we've had it longer. We bought it before because it is older than Kyle. I think we got it when Bailey was a baby.
Wow.
So Cassie, every year, I hate fighting with this tree. I'm gonna get a new tree. I was like, no, we're not getting a new tree. Like, it's gonna be bad luck. Like, I told her, I was like, I said, listen, when this tree dies, I'm leaving. I told her,
leaving.
Yeah, but I'm leaving. we had a good run. The tree does not work no more. We're gone.
Okay.
No, but I just like we've had this tree forever, and I don't know why. This tree I want. Until it doesn't work anymore. This is the tree I want.
Yeah, that's funny.
Because I like real Christmas trees,
right?
And she never liked them, so we compromised on this.
Right.
I feel like we got to ride this out till it dies.
Oh yeah, ride or die, baby.
Yeah, and then so she's like, well, we could get a real one. I was like, no, listen, we're in this now. This is
our. We're 20 years in, bro.
Until it dies, this is our tree.
That's funny. I think this is our third or fourth Christmas tree. This one we got is awesome because it just like, you know, you don't have to plug any. It's like you don't put the pole in and have to.
That's how this one is. Plugs. It's a one piece.
It's multiple pieces, but what it is, there's 3 pieces and that's it. So like you just plug the pole the pole itself is the outlet. So when you plug it in, it powers up the next. So it's just like these 3 things just plug in the pole and you're done. You plug it into the wall and it's like, okay.
That's kind of how this is one piece.
Yeah.
You like when you pack it up, you put your hand on the bottom and run it up and just get the.
Yeah.
When you put it up, you just kind of put the branches down, plug it in, and
because it's got all the fiber optic in it. So
it's got all the fiber optic in it, but you got to kickstart it now. Before, when it was still in good condition, you could just plug it in and roll. But you have to hit the reset switch. We're still on they give you one stock bulb for that or like replacement.
Right.
We've been on that replacement now for probably 8 years.
Oh wow! Can you buy another bulb?
We haven't bought another bulb. I don't know where I'd get one. That could be the death of it. We'll see. I think the other one still works. We still have it. So.
Hey. Oh, very good.
We're gonna roll it. Roll with it.
Roll it, baby. Roll it till it dies.
Hey
guys, what do you want to watch? We never even talked about that.
Wait. So, when do you start your 2 weeks of not doing?
Usually, it's the week of Christmas.
The week of Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have 2 more shows before then.
Okay.
Should we do a Christmas movie? Or should we wait till next week?
Let's wait till next week.
Okay.
So what do you want to watch this week?
I don't know.
I don't either.
What have you seen?
Dude, I haven't. This week totally threw me off because I haven't had a chance to look at anything. I went to look at Netflix tonight just to see if there was something that was going to be cool to watch. This Obliterated just keeps popping up. I don't know what it's about, but it looks like it's terrible.
Yeah, it's probably will be. But I heard that there's some funny scenes in it. We could watch it if you want to chance it. I'm not against watching bad movies, obviously. We've done this a while now.
Yeah, I know, but I just feel bad. Like, I watched so many bad movies.
Did you ever watch Birds of Prey? The Harley Quinn?
No, God.
Let's watch it. It's bad. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad, but it's better than the Suicide Squad.
So the funny thing is, I bought that to watch on a flight right before COVID, and then we never went on the flight, so I've never watched it. And I've just been putting it off and putting it off. So yeah, let's watch that. That's a good one. Yeah, I might take my headphones and watch that while I'm on the boat. I can dress for cold. I can't handle the southern heat and humidity. I will gladly keep it. It's wonderful. The heat is the best.
You get sweat in places that you didn't know you could get sweat in.
Yeah, it's called moisturizer. It's wonderful.
Yep.
It's all good. I will take the heat and humidity. I love it. I'm the one guy.
Oh. All right, then.
All right, that's it. Birds of Prey. Pretty cool. We'll see you guys next Thursday. You guys have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next time.
We'll see ya.
Bye.